The first step of the application process involves you having a chat with us about why you're wanting finance. You may be wanting to purchase your first home or investment property or refinance an existing mortgage. We'll also ask for some personal information about you, like your family size, assets, liabilities, etc., to be able to give a finance option that best suits your family needs. We will also ask about your income and employment. If you're working casually, part-time or full-time under an employer, or if you're self-employed, we can find a finance option that best suits you. We will establish how much deposit and total contributions you will need to make to purchase the property. For example, if you're purchasing an owner-occupied property, the minimum deposit you will need to pay is between 11 and 12%, plus stamp duties and other costs. And if you're purchasing an investment property, you will need to make a 20% deposit. Finally, we will establish a finance option that best suits your needs based on the information we have collected. You can have this chat with us over the phone with one of our finance consultants, or have it in person at our Melbourne office. The second step of the application process includes submission of an application form and supporting documentation. Documentation that are collected include evidence for income, assets, deposit, equity, and liabilities, such as credit card statements, existing mortgage statements, car loan statements, etc. Once you apply for finance, you will need to pay an application fee of $600. We will get back to you with a response on your application in 3 to 5 business days. The third stage is the outcome of the application. If you're successful and have provided all the documentation for the application, you will be given a pre-approval or a conditional approval. This pre-approval will be valid for 90 days and is subject to valuation of the property that you're wanting to buy or refinance. Once you have received an approval from us, you're free to attend auctions, private sale arrangements, or any other sales platforms you like, as long as you're making an offer for the property within the limits set out in the conditional approval letter. This approval is valid for 90 days. If you haven't found a property or refinanced within those 90 days, you will need to provide some updated documentation to obtain an extension on the approval. This approval can only be extended for another 90 days, after which you will need to submit a new set of application forms and updated documentation to obtain further extension. The fourth stage of the application process is where the valuation of the property is undertaken and a final approval is given. If you're refinancing, we will order the valuation of the property immediately after you receive an approval. If you are buying a new property, you will first need to find something within the budgetary requirements, provide us with a signed contract of sale, and then we will order valuation for the property. The final approval is provided within 3 business days of a successful valuation. Further documents and information may be requested from you if required. After the final approval is given to you, our solicitors will prepare and mail out mortgage documents to you by post. If you're purchasing a property, it is at this stage that you will need to obtain independent legal advice by appointing your own conveyancer or lawyer who will assist you in interpreting mortgage documents, preparing for settlement, and ultimately to settle. If you are refinancing, you will need to obtain discharge from your current mortgage providers immediately after you have received your final approval. These are the 5 simple steps to obtaining home finance with Amanah Islamic Finance. Remember, at Amanah, we never compromise on Sharia.